Welcome back to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and because it's Fright Facts week, I was just wondering, do you know the story behind these terrifying mummies? Give me 5 minutes if I can work this into a conversation today, but first, like and subscribe so you can keep up. I do this every single day. In the city of Guanajuato, Mexico, there's a museum filled with bodies that were never meant to last, but somehow did. Their faces are leathery and drawn tight. Some are dressed in 19th century burial clothes. Others have their mouths frozen open as if caught mid-scream. But unlike their Egyptian counterparts, these mummies aren't ancient pharaohs or ritual mummies. They're ordinary townspeople preserved entirely by accident. It all started in 1833 during a massive cholera epidemic that swept through central Mexico. Burials were happening so quickly that graves filled up fast and space was scarce. To manage the overflow, the Guanajuato cemetery began charging a small burial tax, and if your family couldn't pay, your loved one was exhumed. Harsh, but hey, you don't pay rent, take your old ass uncle out of here. And that's when workers noticed something strange. Oh my god, my eyes are so itchy. I'm so itchy right now. There's smudges all over my apartment. But that's when workers noticed something strange. Many of the exhumed bodies hadn't decomposed. The dry air and mineral-rich soil had mummified them naturally. No wrappings, no resin, no salts, just the perfect climate. And Guanajuato sits at about 6,500 feet on average above sea level, where the air is thin and humidity is low. Bodies buried in crypts there tended to desiccate rather than decay, with the skin and organs drying so quickly that bacteria couldn't break them down. In other words, nature did what embalmers spent centuries trying to perfect. The conditions were so specific that not every body mummified. To be clear, only about 2 to 4% did. And it depended on the coffin type, the depth, and even the clothing fabric. Here's a tip if you're looking to choose a burial outfit. Linen and cotton preserved better than wool, and the sealed crypts acted like natural dehydrators. When scientists analyzed the remains decades later, they found no trace of embalming chemicals. It was just the altitude, the dryness, and mineral dust doing all the work. And the first of these mummies was unearthed in 1865, the mummy of a French doctor named Remigio Leroy, and soon dozens more followed. Hey, looking good, man. I'm gonna sorry doc, I gotta find a different dermatologist. By the early 1900s, gravediggers realized people were curious. For a few pesos, visitors could walk through the crypt and see them. By 1969, the Museo de los Momias de Guanajuato officially opened, displaying more than 100 mummified bodies from infants to the elderly. It's pretty wild, actually. Like a baby mummy. It's creepy and cute and sad all at once right there. Some appear contorted, with their mouths open or limbs twisted, which fueled myths that a few were buried alive, but scientists are like, no. The screaming expressions come from post-mortem contraction when the skin and tissues tighten as they dry. Still, standing in a hall of 100 preserved bodies, visitors say it's hard not to feel like they're looking right back at you. Over time, the mummies became a blend of science, folklore, and pop culture. They inspired local legends, horror films, including the cult classic, apparently, El Santo versus Los Momias de Guanajuato, where it appears a Mexican pro wrestler fights a bunch of dried-up cholera victims. It's a good one. To locals, they're not just artifacts, though. They're part of the city's identity. So there you have it, the mummies of Guanajuato. Strange union of tragedy, tax policy, and topography. Go check out my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Leave me a comment, rate, like, subscribe. Share this with someone. I'd appreciate all of that. And then go head over and check out the 45-second version I do of all of these on social media everywhere at Smartest Year Ever. That's how you can find me. And in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I will see you tomorrow. The smartest year ever. I'm having too much fun with this face paint.